Yeah, I know, it's just singing at church.
Let us walk this path to the end.
This is the way I came from, right? One time you got work.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
An expected result.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Oh yeah, everything's peachy up here. Need my buddy. Can I have a hug? Alright. The pale figure with unnaturally long lips covers her face with her hands, which are deformed with talon-like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that continually streams from the scarlet misted eyes. Her spiny gills slightly hidden under her disheveled hair, twitched nervously at your approach. Only now do you notice the third eye on the young woman's forehead, hidden by a jeweled ornament. And when your eyes meet, your senses overwhelmed, soul smothered in power. You are enveloped in despairing grief, and an invisible hand closes around your throat, cutting off your breath. Your limbs seem to fill with your lead. Your heart hammers in your chest, and the desire to turn to flee from this room. From this station, almost gets the better of you. This last moment, you master your emotions, and your will pushes back against the illusion, forcing to retreat. Drea emits something between a moan and a drawn-out whimper. Oh, as if my own little pals weren't bad enough. Now this one's barging into my head. Somebody stop her. No. I am registering abnormal activity in my terror ducts. The salt being produced by my body may negatively affect the performance of my respiratory apparatus. Vulnerability must be rectified. It has been logged. Heresy. Virginia looks at the tall figure with a strange mixture of anger and sadness. Then she lowers her head. White hair reveals her face. Lady Cassia, can you calm down, please? She wearily shakes her head and lets out a drawn-out sound similar to both the sob and the howl of a small wounded animal. But what is happening? Is someone calling my name? All the betrayers dead already? And you, who are you? Well, my man, Sabrina, I did not expect to make such a gracious place at such a time of great sorrow for our house. What is this? I feel faint. The heavy-set old man who has been kneeling nearby erupts into low sobs. His eyes swollen, crying, dart desperately around the room as though the beal of ignorance has been just ripped away from him. The child, Lady Cassia, where are you? Sacred child, throne preserve. Despite his veritable age, Navigator leaps up and rushes to the young woman's side. You, the old man shifts, revealing his face to you. It is spread with jet-black veins, and his bulging, milky eyes bear striking resemblance to those of dead fish. Sickly sweet scent of salt to your nostrils as the old man's flesh is rotting aside a decaying husk. My eyes fail me, for they are unable to make you out as either enemy or ally. Warn you, one wrong move will bring the wrath of House Roselio down upon your head. Watch out, Lord Captain. This one so deranged is making the whispers shriek like crazy. He might just open that eye of his. Threatening the head of Dynasty is a grave offense, Stephen. Whoever you are. Abelard places a hand on his weapon. I'll grant you do not look like pirates who have come coveting the riches of Wreckage Station, or like scoundrels of Pelic service, so who are you? Abelard, introduce us. Her ladyship, rogue trader Sabrina von Valencius, heir to the greatest protectorate in the Chronos Expanse, and bearer of the Tick of Warm Praise, send her greetings. Another rogue trader on Foreign Galaxy Harrison, your king always makes a care in desperate time, ready to cut a deal that benefits one side alone. Given that you have not so far drawn your weapons, your intentions are probably peaceful, so House Roselio now has service of you. Save the life of the child in exchange for future cooperation. Do not hurry to answer, think on it. You can make yourself an ally or a house today. What is this curse? I curse you don't understand the sacred gift given to our child. When the child is sad, we all weep. When the child smiles, we all laugh giddily. If the child wants blood, the world turns crimson. The child wills the will of the great Trisvion, for she is the heir of the House Roselio. And they call me dangerous with my witchcraft. Belloc is my wayward student. He came to Urek 5 as callow youth. I personally mentored him and trusted him with the care of the child. He was like son to me, but he proved to be just another traitor. He sought to steal our most precious treasure, the heir of the house, our sacred child, to revel in power with others like him, casting our house into the abyss, to pervert the centuries-long traditions of our family. You see the fruits of this ability for yourself. You decided he was not bound by his duties to the legacy of the greatest of our navigators, Trisvion and Roselio, who led our house prosperity for countless years. Foolish boys. The renegades clouded his mind. They sought to seize control of the dynasty, for the sacred child had come of age, taken up to navigate the Novator's throne. Do not trust my heirs in my face. I am twice your age and twice as wise. Take my advice. Trust no one but yourself and the Emperor. Even those closest to you betray you for gold, power, or a far-fetched idea. Safe child delivered safely to Regent Aronto, acting head of House Roselio in the Chronos Expanse. Rest assured, we will worth your effort. Such a fragile thing, such a heavy burden upon our shoulders. My service in the house is coming to an end. The wounds Belloc inflicted on my flesh will never heal. I am dying. Praise the throne. Slowly enough to see the child taken care. No, I'm keeping Urek 5 and all Paris Long Festival. She's a navigator. Is that so? Please share your thoughts. Wake up, my mistress, my sacred child. It's all over now. It is over. What happened?
What happened?
You, I remember you. Have you come to save us? Child, please.
Listen to me very carefully. One last time.
Ooh, some voice acting.
You will now embark on a voyage with this lady to rejoin the house and its regent in the Corollas Expanse. I will not be able to accompany you on this journey.
No! Not you too! Don't leave me alone in this violet-brown haze! You're coming with me! Your mistress is giving you an order. Do you hear me?
Mistress, I fear this will be your only order that I dare to disobey. I am the keeper of Urak V, and alas, I have less than a day left in me. Allow me to serve you one last time and honor my final duty to House Orselio. I will remain on the station and destroy the secrets it holds.
Oh, Theobald.
Girl, we had muted our
What need
circumstances.
have I for your regrets? I just want things to go.
Yeah, I'll leave that aside.
What are you going to do to me?
Do not fear what is to come, child. You are ready to guide any vessel. I know this because I taught you myself. And it is difficult to imagine more worthy company than a rogue trader. But remember, your safety is of paramount importance. Get to the Great Regent and fulfill your destiny.
As a Lady Navigator of House Orselio, I accept your gracious offer of protection. Please, take me to your vessel. I can no longer bear the pain of this place. Know your duty.
We are...
I guide humanity between the...
Sometimes you...
They fear to look at me because of my appearance. I fear to look at
6
them
ranks
because of their
available for this
rotten-colored
officer.
souls. We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Are you hiding? And with that, we have a navigator. Hi, Peanut. Yes, hi, Peanut. Yes. Lord Captain Navigator, welcome aboard. The St. Navis has been prepared for the communion ritual, but the Lady Navigator wishes to rest in her quarters first. Your heart starts beating furiously, your breath comes short and choppy, and your fingertips tingle unpleasantly. You notice that Vigorous is shivering slightly, and the crew are glancing around in puzzlement, searching for the source of the sudden wave of unease. Cassia waves her way. First, I wish to speak to the rogue trader. Leave us. Of course, when you are ready for the ritual, please let me know. Yes, Lady Navigator. Without even looking at the Boxmaster, Cassia waves her away. First, I wish to speak with the rogue trader, Levis. Cassia sweeps her pensive gaze over Beatrice, then lowering her lashes slightly turns to you. After a few seconds hesitation, Cassia lets out a small exhale and then raises her pointed chin. I have not yet thanked you for saving me on the station. My thoughts were clouded with so much mournful ash when Theodore's heart stopped, but you acted honorably and did not exploit me in my wretched position, and for that I am immeasurably grateful. But now, Cassia throws back her sword, I'm regular Sanctum Navis and perform the sacred rite. I require brushes, canvas, and the best paints you have on board. But no red. Sure, you'll have your supplies. I shall take my leave of you for the duration of the rite. I ask that you do not follow me. Few can survive the gaze of my warp hive when it is open. Lord Captain, I'll receive the open channel between Lady Navigator and the bridge, and may the Emperor's light help us. Is that it? The boxcaster from St. Davis picks up the serration of clothes, pious chanting, and the metallic click and plants. And the screen voice of the Lady Navigator breaks sense. Initiation communion ritual. You hear the exultant ring of metal freed from a scabbard, then the stifled gasps of the Lady Navigator, the rhythmic drip of liquid on canvas, and the faint whisper of a brush. I see violet vortexes lashing an ocean with a million trails, and umber shadows spinning over the surface in a fiery dance. A storm rising above foaming waters, armadas drowning in fog. The path from one end to another cannot be seen. And here, beyond the wall of glass, a daughter, forsaken by her father, yearns for her brother. And the sun's pale disk goes in tireless pursuit of her. No, of me. Its frozen rays lie that spring is here, the light is dead, the great ruler is gone. The Boxmaster recoils at Cassia's words and accidentally snaps one of the cogitator levers. The panel beneath her fingers emits sparks, and the Boxcaster falls silent. She quickly flips a series of switches and bows guiltily. My abject apologies for cutting off the broadcast, Lord Captain. I have never heard the warp speaking through a navigator before. The connection is restored now. It will not happen again. Soul-shattering screams drown out Vox transmission. The servants of the Sanctum Navis are now howling and shrieking like wild beasts, moaning in pain. Their throats raw from strain, and then sudden silence. The dull thud of drifting bodies proclaimed their fate. It appears the servants were part of the Lady Navigator's rite, as it was for her predecessor. I shall arrange for the bodies to be removed from the Sanctum Navis after the ritual, or what is left of them. Rogue Trader, I fear I have unfortunate news. Endless blackness is spread across the campus, dividing what should be whole in two, and my sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly as before. I cannot turn around my brush. Only draws me onward. The way is blocked. You hear a heavy exhale, rustling fabric, metallic clicking. By the Emperor's grace, the ritual is successful. Your vessel's temperament presented a challenge. Its cold steel grip did not allow me to breathe freely even for a second. It was as if the depths of the ship housed not only machine spirits, but something other. Now retreat to my chambers to recover my strength. Send for me if you have need of me. Lord Captain, congratulations on acquiring Navigator. Please spare me a few moments of your time, as there are several matters that require your attention. First of all, I wish to report on the condition of the station Urek 5. Rarely arrived too late to evacuate the residents of the station. The warp disruptions affecting Urek 5 twist the bodies and minds of the attendants. The corruption failed to affect Lady Cassia. Thanks to the Emperor, the Navigators are trained to resist the Immaterium's pull. With your permission, I would also like to remind you that there's still need more men and women for the crew. We have not yet located Heinrich Spangkalix, the right hand of the Lord Inquisitor. As we can now attest, the man vanished in the shadows of the star system and was not present on Urek 5. We must keep this in mind when making any future plans. Why is it always business with you, Vigdris? Couldn't you sometimes just visit and tell me how wonderful everything is? Certainly, Lord Captain. If you're innocent, this week's passed with record low rate miters from Solar. A senior detective Mac from Shift 8 came up with a new formula for lubricant used in kitchen servitor and plant maintenance. The quartermaster of store compartment 11 reported recently that we are spending ceremonial decoration at least 20% slower than expected, which means we have enough tablecloths, carpets, and lamps to last us 15 years of grand receptions instead of 10. Even considering that some of the stock was burned during the close attack on us. You want a sandwich? Okay, please wait. The remote, I see. No, we're not going to watch hush.
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance. Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves, and I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse. I find it so beautiful and enrapturing. URAC 5 had a vast archive of its own, of course. Although most of the works within had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works.
As you know, it's
Your servants are somewhat sluggish when it comes to attending a noblewoman of the Navis nobility, but they are quite tolerable. Thank you for your concern. One should not underestimate the navigators of House Orcelio,
They can
Lord
get out.
Captain.
They can
Like
get
a
out.
shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs
Yeah, they
upon
can
my
get out.
shoulders.
No problem.
But it will not be the slightest hindrance to my duty to humanity, and my duty to you.
Is Daddy finally getting a hug? Oh, hug.
There are people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others, and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis nobility. But I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, I could have found their behavior in your question just now insulting. Lord Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions? Inquiring about my mood and my needs, showing an interest in the books I am enjoying. You are behaving as if you possessed a shred of fellow feeling for one such as I. I beg your pardon, Lord Captain. That was no way for a navigator to conduct herself. Please forgive me. I cannot even understand myself right now. Your words and attention have reminded me of life on the station, of Theobald and Felek. I do not understand. They were merely the keepers of URAC 5. So, Why do memories of those two make me feel a strange heaviness here? At the same time, I find myself overwhelmed with new excitement and anticipation. At last, I have set foot outside my familiar walls and into a world that I have only seen before in the pages of books. Your ship alone is a treasure trove of remarkable artifacts and curiosities. And just imagine the things that await beyond, but... My delight must seem childish to you, surely. In your heart, you must be finding all this quite amusing. Indeed. I did not know. That is to say, I could not have known, as it is the first time we are speaking in a circumstance so... private. My word, when I found this place, it was so full of officers. Why did they all leave? Or because my presence offends them. Then I must take my leave as well. I am due to inspect the Sanctum Navis after the communion ritual and prepare the chamber for the upcoming warp jump.
No, you're going poo. More?
Let us walk this path to the end.
did it?
My faith is my shield.
Go ahead, you can drink that water if you want it.
Let the faith guide my path to glory. I have proven myself yet again.
You being silly. Yeah.
Darkness lurks beyond the bright flashes. No, two darknesses. One streaked with red, with clanking shackles and false preaching. The other, a bilious yellow, the tang of roiling blood and screams of pain.
The colors of this place are flecked with sparks of pain. Bright scarlet.
I'm not satisfied with that answer. I will repeat my
Lord
question.
Inquisitor.
The last Electro Priest you killed, where did you find him?
Burn in the fire of dawn, servant of the Corpse Emperor!
And another one meets the limit of his utility. The last of them.
The tall, dark-haired man sizes you up with a quick glance. A supernatural chill is making the air around him crackle softly. The expensive fabric of his jacket is stitched with gold thread marked by several reddish-brown stains. A force sword and a box hang from his belt. and the emblems of the Holy Imperium glitters on his chest.
And in this, we must be like him. My greetings to you, fellow servant of the Master of Mankind. I am Interrogator Heinrichs van Kalox of the Imperial Inquisition's esteemed Ordo Xenos. With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Oh, and you got manners!
Shadow. A great big sun-eclipsing, chain-weaving shadow. I can see the threads, myriads of them extending toward us all, and all of them creeping off toward him like snakes, shrouding us in poison. My, oh my, do I sense trouble, and it's right in my throat. It itches.
A Psyker? Interesting. And a diviner at that. Even more interesting. Are you sanctioned?
Don't you Inquisition me! I'm under the Rogue Trader's protection!
I'm afraid paying attention to such things is my express duty. But let's leave that aside for now and return to the issue at hand. With whom do I have the honor of speaking? Von Valancius. To the best of my knowledge, that dynasty is headed by the esteemed Theodora von Valancius. Has there been a change of circumstances? The news is lamentable. My condolences. And I presume the heir to the sacred warrant of trade and the lofty title of Rogue Trader is none other than yourself. Well then, what precisely has brought you to the sanctum of the Omnissiah? Then the timing of our meeting is fortuitous. I am requisitioning you and your retinue for my task.
Requisitioning? Young man, your choice of words is unseemly to the point of insult. You're addressing a rogue trader.
I don't imagine you'll be any happier if I say taking into inquisitorial custody.
To aid his faithful servant in the fight against corruption is the solemn duty of all whose actions affect millions of the Imperium subjects. Let your example guide those who will carry the Emperor's light across 1,000 stars.
You are familiar with the works of Inquisitor Alistar the Redeemer. Not every acolyte can say the same, let alone people less initiated. Please forgive my lapse in manners, Lady Navigator Orselio. It is a great honor. I came to Rykad Minoris on a mission, which a rebellion prevented me from fulfilling. The governor is convinced that malcontents from among the rabble were the instigators, but I immediately suspected a more sinister presence at the root of the mutiny. My visit to the monastery and a few unhurried conversations with some of the rebels confirmed my suspicions. Someone by the name of Aurora is leading the rebellion. Data indicates that the head of the cultists is here right now, in the sanctum of the ancient reactor. Given the prophecy of the Final Dawn, and the especial efforts made by the enemies of humanity to seize the monastery, their goal is to gain access to the Holy Power Source's control circuit and trigger a process that, once started, cannot be stopped. In other words, to detonate the reactor, thus being themselves the cause of their much-touted Final Dawn.
Insanity.
I arrived here with an escort squad, only to lose it in our very first open skirmish. The monastery is swarming with heretics. The soldiers I requisitioned from the governor fell in battle, bled to death, or deserted. Thank you. Regrettably, the governor's people showed themselves to be unprepared for the perils of this place. And extracting blade shards from a person's stomach is beyond my powers. I hope that a rogue trader's retinue will prove more capable than a group of soldiers fresh off the base. I am positive that not all of the electro-priests within these walls have perished. The heretics spoke of shadows emerging from side alleys to make short work of the cultists invading their abode. I surmise that the entrance to their hiding place is somewhere in the hall, near a machine known as the Circular Cogitator. I imagine it's one of the local sacred relics which the electro-priests treat with special piety.
The Emperor...
Remember, innocence proves nothing. Do you require inquisitorial approval? What ails you?
Where are you ripping up? Okay.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Operation successful.
Remember, innocent.
You... For the Emperor!
Levi. Do I get a thank you? Good throw.
Know your duty!
We should deal with this.
Grovel before the faithful! All of you will bleed!
I need a foothold. I won't object to it. Let's see to it. For the throne's glory. I won't object to it.
Death to the weak!
Throne take you.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet. If I may? I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Lee by Lee. Put it back. It's chicken broth. It's not juice.
To all who oppose us!
I serve the ruinous powers! Death to non-believers! Chaos guides me!
I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak. Faith without deeds is worthless.
My place is at the fore. At your beck and call. Indeed. At your beck and call.
I will not be deterred. Rejoice in service. And so shall it be done. I'll do it.
You can do it! Let's not fight much!
I can't allow myself to do this.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful. The undesired vital functions successfully terminated.
Pain cleanses the body.
Focus, Van Cap. Focus.
Out of my way!
That's something worse.
Rejoice in battle! That is not the Emperor's will. Ministration is a holy task. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Victory is reduced to dust! I'm not interested. I will do my duty. It will be done. We'll rule the stars themselves. I'd rather not. Follow my lead. One fewer target. I've seen worse battles than this in my time. That's not the Seneschal's job. At your beck and call. I took care of this one. My place is at the fore. Victory is imminent.
What's up, Buttercup?
So, this might have been easier than texting me because I figured out my own stuff real quick and then an ungodly thing. Plans changed again. The leader was outvoted.
Okay. 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 I'll get Logan a Circle K drink on the way out then.
Levi's treat now.
Yeah, yeah.
Your end is nigh.
I love you.
Rejoice in service.
The Emperor is on our side.
Pain and duty go hand.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
He peed in the toilet this morning.
I'll paint your death in colors.
A tactically sound
I
approach.
can't hear you right now. Yeah, because he's got
I will do my one fewer time.
the phone down there. I love you.
We are bound by the
I
blood
love you.
martyrs. I will endure.
Did you hang up on her?
This.
From the ashes, I will rise.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Stop. Hey, you're the one who hung up on her.
Don't you need a breathing navigator?
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
This Explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
The Divine watches over us. of this mortal flesh means I will endure.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
Let the cycle be discontinued. I am registering a severe violation of the purity protocol. The Blessed Emirate has been captured by heretics and is being tortured.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours. I will cast you into eternal darkness!
Come to chaos!
The Emperor commands. Actions will speak louder than words. Rejoice in service.
More trouble than it's worth. Naturally.
Chaos guides me. Death to the weak. Ah!
Doubt is for the weak.
What? You gotta go potty? What's wrong?
Guided by faith. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Follow my lead. At your beck and call. Indeed. Victory is imminent.
I serve the ruinous power.
Chaos guides me.
Throne take you.
Damage to
I am your doom.
Chaos guides me.
If only that were possible. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Faith without deeds is worthless. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. I'll do it.
I'm not accustomed. Try to die with grace, at least.
But of course, Lord Captain. For the throne.
I'm Amanda.
Someone's death wish is mine to grant. Get me a target. I won't object to it. Naturally. I won't object to it.
Death to the weak!
Running binary override. Request approved. Desire condemns you.
I serve the ruinous powers!
Let my enemies tremble at the sound of my steps! And so shall it be done. Your corrupt way has failed you.
Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. It will be done. I took care of this one. I will do my duty. to dust.
To the weak. I serve the ruinous powers.
Step aside. The Navigator is coming. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Let's see to it. The Inquisition sends their regards.
Another foe painted black.
I won't object to it. For the throne's glory. Let's see to it. Not sanctioned to do this.
Running binary code function successfully terminated. My vow is to serve. Let the cycle be discontinued.
I won't suffer this. Rejoice in service.
Naturally. I won't object to it.
And so, shall it be done? The Emperor Emperor commands. I am the chosen weapon that will crush the heathens.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
At your beck and call. I'm not interested. I'd rather not. Someone else can do this. It will be done.
Scorn the pain.
Death to non-believers! Out of my way! Chaos guides me!
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Let's see to it. But of course, Lord Captain. For the throne's glory.
Know your duty!
your eye there.